Alright, hello everybody, welcome back. Here with more GregTech New Horizons today. This is going to be a short stream, probably only a couple hours, because I got stuff to do later. Plus another stream that's going to happen later I want to be able to watch. So, I'm thinking I want to try and at least get, like, some level of benzene. Oh, the model's going crazy there again. Let me fix that. I want to try and get some level of benzene production up and running today. It's not going to be great, I know that, but any amount of benzene is better than no benzene, so we'll get logged in here. So I have not done what I said I was going to do off stream, so the oil is still just as manual as it was, and same with like moving the ethylene over to make the sheets and stuff like that. As I have done little to nothing since the last stream, except like make a little bit more. You'll see I got a decent amount more polyethylene sheets and a little bit more PVC, not much. Yeah. You can see I got a decent amount of PVC here. And yeah, the EBF is going at some pulsating iron right now to get some item conduits up and running. And yeah, let me find it here. So yeah, I did do this part. So yeah, I've got obviously the redstone alloy I already had, but yeah, I got more electrical steel, some conductive iron, pulsating dark steel, just made a little bit of them. We got the solarium there that finished finally. I haven't done too much other than that. There's a few things I need to check real quick before I go over. I'm making more obsidian plates here for upgrades for drawers. This is making templates. I made a whole stack of LV pistons to let this thing just run wild. That should get me a decent amount of templates. Yeah, you'll see this is all out. I gotta bring over another batch of glowstone to get this going again. So there's a little bit of maintenance that needs to happen here. The centrifuges are still going, but obviously not like good in terms of how much they have. And I did lose some items in a power outage while I was doing that too, which kind of sucked. I thought everything was fine until I opened my baubles slots up again and all the baubles are gone. You'll notice I don't have bolts here anymore. I had to remake the pizza gloves and had to make a new dislocator. Luckily, it's just a little bit of magnetic steel and a lithium battery, which I already had from the quest reward. In fact, I still got a couple in here. Yeah, still got two more right there. So, it's not a huge problem. It's not great that that happens when there's a power outage, but not much I can do about it. I haven't remade the bolts yet. I don't know when I'll remake those, probably here relatively soon, but I'll do it off camera because it's something you've literally already seen, so no point in me doing it again, like, obviously. Let's let all these cells just go in there like that. So we need to go get our stuff here. I need to sleep before I head over there. I'm gonna get creepered. Because there's always some sort of creeper over there. And there's usually a creeper right outside the door on this side. In fact, if you look at my mini-map up there, right towards the south right there, there's an indication of a little thing that must have happened at some point. And I don't want anything to do with what happened. Let's just say that. And, this spot up here has consistently been just mob hell. And that's putting it lightly. Like, it's been really bad up here. I don't know why there's so many mobs that spawn up here, but there are. Like, it's actually wild, like, how bad they are. Do you mind, skeleton? Would like it if you don't burn literally everything down. That would be nice. Okay. Because fire spreads a lot faster in this pack, so you gotta keep that crap under control. Especially in an area with a ton of grass like this, because it will get out of control in seconds if you don't catch it. So, and then we end up with just a yeah, giant inferno. I head way out this way. Go take a trip to the farms here. I probably should have taken the piston boots off. They're taking a lot of damage for me doing stupid things. Still need to tear this down. I just haven't even bothered because it's not in the way yet. Probably won't be for a while. So I have a feeling this building's gonna be sufficient for like probably through at least most of HV at this point. Before I need to add another factory. So the plan here is going to be basically ditch this. We don't need all of this. Take these, swap this out for more wood. Because I have a feeling I may need more advanced coke ovens over there to handle the amount of wood coming through the system. But other than that, it's just, oh my god, the inventory right now. But other than that, it's just getting all of that taken care of so I can start making benzene finally. I really should have gotten that working a long time ago. So using steam power in MV is not really great. I mean, it's viable. It's just a pain with all the pot and pipes that have to happen. Like, tons and tons of the things. So yeah, we'll be dismantling the cactus, switching that over to more spruce bonsais, and that should be enough wood, hopefully. I'm also going to change out the item pipeline if it lets me to input through a translocator, so it's a lot faster. I don't know if that's going to work given the way the pipelines work. I haven't tested that at all. So we'll find that one out live. Just want to get this going here. Let's see. Yeah, there's probably a bunch of random garbage here. Yep. So it's for like pistons and stuff like that. This is still going. I still gotta process the rest of this asbestos too. That's a future me problem. Yeah, we got our plastic boards. Let me pull those in my inventory just in case it didn't complete. Looks like it did. Yeah, this is still running. Like, I don't keep the server running that much while I'm not on. Only if I'm, like, just AFK waiting on stuff to process. This is working through making a bunch of spare charcoal blocks to keep the BBFs running. Stuff like that. Hi. It's going over what I have and haven't done since last stream. Which is not much. Just a few minor things that I've gotten done. I'm just getting the machines tended to, and then hopefully going to start getting benzene set up. That's the plan, is to at least get some amount of it. It's not going to be a lot, but hopefully I can get at least a little bit. Right, the grinders are good. That's good. Alright, I think we're okay here. Yeah, I don't plan on doing any of it tonight either. I am currently stuffed, let's just say that. Very, very stuffed right now. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, the sprites are looking pretty good, considering the color issues I guess you said you were having. They're looking pretty decent so far. And yeah, turns out I did lose some stuff in that power outage the other night. So my bauble slots were empty. So, because I went to turn off the dislocator for something I was doing real quick. And yeah, the baubles were empty, so I had to remake the dislocator and the gloves. I still got to remake my bolts off camera. That's not that big of a deal, though. And yeah, this is going to be short today, not just because of stuff. But I have a stream I want to watch later, too, that's going on. So I'll probably only be going at this like 2 to 3 hours. So a little bit less than the usual. Usually I go on for like 4 or 5 sometimes on this. Alright, that should be most of the machines tended to. Let's just make sure this is still working. I always come down here and double check this thing every time. It's just paranoid that it's going to break. Even though it should be perfectly stable. That's refilling. Alright, perfect. The ACOs are working. Yep. Alright, we're good. Yeah, I'm probably going to produce the benzene up on the upper floor. So I don't see a point in producing it down here and then having to pipe it all the freaking way up there. If you know what I mean. Good idea. Especially after eating that big meal. Ooh. Yeah, I still didn't do what I wanted to do off camera, which is fix this system, so it's still manually having to move polyethylene over, but it's not the end of the world right now. Let's see, where is it at? Here it is. And then we'll put some ethylene in for PVC over here. Where is it? This one, ethylene chlorine. Oh, there we go. Alright, that should be good enough. That's gonna run for a little bit, because I just replaced this not long before I got off. Alright, let's see what I need for benzene here. So I don't think it's very much. It's not that I know of. We're probably gonna have to get conduits for it. If not, just use 10 item pipes to get it up here. Because I gotta move some charcoal up here from down there. Shouldn't be that bad, though. I'll probably just use item pipes and a conveyor, honestly. So it's not gonna be that high of throughput, I don't think. At least not yet. Let's see, where is it? Bio for the masses. Yeah, you see I didn't even turn in the quests yet. That's how little I've done. So, we're probably just gonna use the existing charcoal for now. Obviously, it's gonna be better to use the pyrolyse oven eventually. Like, I still do have some of the parts to build this, just not all. Hi. Yeah, no magic automation yet. Really no magic at all, honestly, because I still haven't found a peck. I need to find a peck before I can move on the magic quests. I am basically stuck. Like right here. This one right here. Cannot find one. I've spent hours at a magical forest with 0 luck. Even with the entity radar on the mini-map, just nothing. So, I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, you haven't missed much. I was just getting glowstone back over here refilled. I didn't do what I said I was going to do off camera yet. I've been too busy with other stuff. So this is still like semi-manual, like moving cells and crap around over here. I am going to take a little bit of this polyethylene. Once this is done, though, let's see where it's at. Almost there. Alright. We'll just take some of this. As soon as it's done with this, we'll let it make a little bit of PVC while I get the machines made for the polyethylene setup. Or, I mean, benzene setup. I don't think I need a whole lot. Oh, yeah? I don't have a Twilight portal right now either, so... I gotta remake a Twilight portal. I gotta decide where I want to plant that big, mature redwood. I haven't decided yet. The initial plan before I decided I want to fill this river in eventually right here, like I'm going to fill it in all the way up to like right here, you know, make this kind of look natural-ish. Fill all of that in, and all of this in eventually, and then kind of like make a couple of spotty islands to make it not look like a river down here. Yeah. The ender tank will be really nice too. For now, though, I'm probably just going to expand the fluid pipeline, because the fluid pipeline already goes to right here, so it's not that much of a stretch to expand it out that way a little. Let's see. Let's see, is this... Yeah, it's probably this one right here, huh? It's going to be fun. Okay, yeah, it is an ore. I thought I had to do this one and this one. I didn't notice that this was an ore. Okay. It's not that bad, then. I'll look into that next time. This is gonna be a pretty short one today, so I got a stream I want to watch later, plus some other stuff I want to get done. Yeah. Yeah, I can't imagine it would be that hard to find them with that. Right, so what do we need here? Let's see. 2 LV fluid extractors. Okay. Let's see. What's the recipe look like here? An extractor, charcoal, outputs ashes, so I'll have to store the ashes, probably with a void upgrade for now. Or just, also could just run them through a centrifuge, but yeah. That seems expensive on power for now. It's probably best to run that through the steam multi in a big batch. Alright, so we just need 2 LV fluid extractors. That should not be very hard at all. This is just gonna be the bare bones right here. Alright, 2 LV fluid extractors. These need to make wood tar from charcoal. So I need to get some pipes and get the stuff up here. As I want to pull the charcoal like up here and process it up in like this area. So I gotta see where the tank is at here. It's way the heck over here, isn't it? Yeah, it's way over here. Yeah, nothing some 10 item pipes and a conveyor can't do. Should be more than sufficient to run this thing. Let me double check though. Alright, we're gonna consume 1.5 seconds per one. Oh yeah. So, it should still be in there. Yeah, it's still in there. It's not running. I haven't figured out the circuit to make this work flawlessly yet. But yeah, it's still going. So it's completely manual right now. Once I figure it out, we'll be in good shape. And if I need pearls, I can just dump some pearls for the moment. So everything is alright so far. Let's see, I need 10 item pipes. So you shouldn't need anything more expensive than that for now. Just gotta find them. Yeah, that should work. Because it's either that or we make brass pipes. I may just make brass pipes, honestly. I like that idea better. Just because we're going to upgrade the system eventually. To kind of fully get off steam outside of the multis here. So the boilers are still going to stick around just because of the multis. Not really any getting out of that problem. At least not fully. For now. The boilers do more than enough. Alright, once we get that done, what do we need? An advanced distillery. Don't think I have one of those. We're going to need the advanced turbine, obviously. Let's see. Yep. Yeah, I do still have some of the pyrolyze oven parts. I'm eventually going to use one of those, so... Yeah, I wouldn't figure you'd need a lot right now. So that system should be plenty for the moment. We'll just store it in an HV fluid tank right now. Yeah, I can make a super tank. I might make one. We'll see. Let's see. Advanced distillery. We need MV pump. Oh, that needs a screwdriver, I do believe. It's right here. And make a small batch of those. And one advanced distillery later. Alright, we got our one advanced steam turbine. I need just 2 LV turbines for the moment. Obviously, we'll switch them to benzene once we get benzene. Alright, so I'll probably set them up in like this chunk here. Probably just start like right over here, sort of. Like that, all of this is gonna get redone. This tank is gonna get replaced with a super tank, so it's gonna mostly go away. Let's see, right here. And it's gonna be nice not having to deal with large, huge, potent pipes all the time. Oops. Yeah, it's gonna be a huge, huge improvement over what I'm doing currently, because what I'm doing currently is a nightmare. Okay, now we do this. 4. Probably just do 5 like this for now. It doesn't need that big of an area. luckily. And I need to get some lighting in this place and actually see what the heck I'm setting up. Got to grab those right here. So I think what I need to start doing is just going like this. With these little machine floors like this, and just do this. It makes a whole lot more sense than trying to just cram them in somewhere. The only reason I didn't set anything up for this is because this is going to move anyway, so I still haven't fixed it. I need to. Get that, like, fully automated. Alright, so we're going to bring the goods up to this way. Let's see. I should probably just do a buffer up here in between, actually. I think about we do a bit of a buffer, like, right here. That way we can hold two setups. I can have the turbines right here, and then the machines here, and just translocate into the machines, basically. So we may move that back. We'll push the items up through here. I'll just go get a standard drawer for a separate charcoal buffer. So I don't need anything fancy here. No upgrades or any of that. Not really a point when there's a 32k buffer down there anyway. Get this to connect. Alright, there we go. So we're just gonna go like that. Alright. Now, so yeah, turbines can go basically right here in this area. And then the fluid extractors can go in here. And then, yeah, we'll just output on the top. Like that. Let's see. You know what? Let's use a translocator, I think. Maybe. We'll try it. I don't know how well that's going to work. I'm willing to give it a shot. We need to pull up a steam line over here. I'll probably just pull off that one. So this doesn't use all that much to produce. So it's not a big problem. Okay, there we go. Let's see, how can I pull steam through this? Probably just pull it right here, honestly. Perfect. Okay, these are running. Then we'll have to get this into there. Let's see, where's my translocators at? They're in here somewhere. It's liquid item. Get the liquid ones just in case. Probably gonna need those at one point or another. And then we get that, like so. And that should pump straight into these. These will make wood tar. Let's see here. This, let's see in the extractor. This just takes it straight to fluid. Perfect. That's what I like to see. No stupid cells. Yay. So nice when you don't have to deal with stupid cells. You know what I mean? So what we're going to do here is flip these machines around like this. Just that way I can also pull straight out the sides here. Let's see, we really don't need much in the way of pipe for this. Just go get tiny bronze pipes. That should be more than enough. Oh yeah, way more than enough. Alright, so I'll probably do the item outputs with translocator thing or something like that. Let me see if I have some LV conveyors. No, I don't. I should be able to make one. This LV conveyor should be able to handle the throughput, no problem. Alright, what did I do here? Yep, that will come out here, straight into our advanced distillery. Just like that. Whoops. Wood tar in the distillery. Which one gives benzene here? Circuit 1 is creosote. 2 is 3. Okay, 3 for benzene production. Let's go ahead and preset that so I don't do anything weird. And then hook up power. Item production can just go down. It's, this does not produce items, right? Yeah. So we can just use that as the fluid auto output. Straight into a tank right there. Not that far out, right there. Perfect. Alright, now we just gotta get charcoal up here, and this whole thing should just work. Yeah. This should literally just run. And then we gotta get our LV conveyors, I forgot that. This should be plenty to go around right there. Then, yeah, we'll just stick another drawer up there for ashes with a void upgrade on it. So I do have one. That should be way, way more than enough, hopefully. And that's not the direction I want that to go. Perfect. Alright, let's get blocks and get the charcoal up there, and then we're good. I don't know how much this is gonna produce in terms of how many machines it can run, but we shall see. I've got to get the MV conveyor module. 1 stack every 5 should be plenty sufficient. That'll move an entire stack of charcoal. We're not processing anywhere near that. And import. And yeah, I gotta get it all the way over there. Alright. Let's see. We want to go. This is the big layer. This is the other one. So yeah, we want to go on here. Can we do that? The first one is always a pain. Like, getting that first couple blocks put in there is the worst part with the pipes. There we go. Now that we got one in there, it should just work. Right. Or not. I'm gonna have to do this the hard way. Because pipe hitboxes. Yay! Pipe hitboxes are a pain up the butt. Straight down. Whoops. I might be able to connect that by just jumping. Ha! Success. Alright, I heard machines kick in, so I think we're running. So let's see, that's gonna consume 2 charcoal every 1.5 seconds, which is quite a lot. So I'm gonna have to keep an eye on the wood and the charcoal down here. So this may start to go down. If it does, I'll have to add another advanced coke oven to it. Alright, let's go check it out here. I should be making benzene in theory here very soon, right? 4 liters. I forgot to turn on fluid auto output. Very nice. Okay. Wood tar distillery. On 3. Yeah. I'm gonna let the wood tar build up just a little bit so I can get some of that for the cells that it wants. So we're not quite gonna hook that up just yet. This one's 32 benzene cells. You want 20 wood tar cells. We have to do that to complete the quest. Okay, distilling benzene. Yeah. And then I'll make another one of these because this setup is gonna get bigger. It's probably going to get doubled at least for now. And yeah, saplings. Let's see, this is HV stuff. Okay. Yeah, this is the good macerator right here. The one that gives you the extra outputs. That's going to be nice for when I start, like, mass mining the higher tier ores. And then once I power that, we should start getting benzene. This is not outputting because I disconnected it like a goof. There we go. Right. Set that to import. Perfect. This one is not getting any items. You need to get spammed harder. Okay. Let's get some glowstone on there. See if that fixes the problem. If not, we'll switch it to an MV conveyor. GregTech pipes. Why? These things sometimes, I tell you. The GregTech pipes can be a little bit of a pain in the ass sometimes. Not gonna lie. What we can do is this. Boom, boom, and boom. And if this still fails to cooperate, we do it the hard way. Hello? Yeah, it's getting clogged up at that junction right there. Let me try putting another pipe in. Like that, maybe. Right, how about now? There we go. We just needed a second pipe junction. Alright, that'll work. Once I get item conduits, all these problems are going to go away forever. And then we can do, like, actual round robin. Which will just completely solve the problem. Forever. 22 wood tar cells. There we go. Gonna cut you off. Alright, so we're going to take this, and we're going to take that so it registers on the quest for now. And reset to 3. Drop in our wood tar. Reapply the pipes. Now apply power. Wood tar, MV Distillery. Circuit 3. Should give benzene. Why are we not working? Circuit 3, wood tar. Hello? Is this not facing? Yep, not facing it. There we go. We got benzene. Perfect. And down. Straight to the tank. There we go. Alright, that's benzene up and running. That's probably going to burn through a ridiculous amount of charcoal. Very, very quickly, too. I would imagine. These need to be on export, right? Alright, that should eventually make its way in there. Should be fine. Alright, we have benzene. Nice. So I can take this, once I make some generators, I can swap this over to actually just run on benzene instead of steam. But it just self-feeds itself. And I want to lock these drawers. Perfect. Okay, that's actually pretty fast. Given the small amount it produces per recipe, it's actually moving really quick. Yeah, this setup seems like it's very scalable, so that's really, really nice. Let's see, benzene burned in a gas turbine, so obviously cause significant amounts of pollution. Yeah, very significant amounts. If I start spamming these, the pollution is gonna go through the roof. So, these are MV circuits, bronze rotors, and MV motors, and copper cables. Is this running? Yes. How's our durability? 98, we're good. Yeah, that thing barely goes down. So let's go babysit the coke ovens real quick, too. I mean, the blast furnace over there. So let's just put all this in one. Just to get it out of my inventory, because it's taking up way, way too much space right now. There we go. Maybe set these things. Can't wait until I unlock the much better steel recipes. It's gonna be a lot nicer than having to remember to babysit these all the time, because I always forget. And yeah, I forgot to show the thing. Yeah, that speaks for itself. Anybody who knows about this pack knows exactly what's inside that cobblestone ball there. Very, very bad news is in there. It's in infernal silverfish. And I don't want anything to do with it. Obviously. Ooh, this was about 27, 23. Just want to watch it here for a second and see where it goes. Okay, it doesn't appear to be pulling that fast yet. This has a nice buffer on it of 5,000 blocks for these. So yeah, that way if I overdraw charcoal without noticing it, it's not going to be the end of the world. This thing can run for a long time on that with no issues. Alright, let's get our first gas turbines going. By then the cells should be ready. That's HV, turbo gas, that's LUV, okay, here it is, yeah, advanced gas turbine. We will be running LV off of gas turbines eventually too, I would imagine. Though for now I'm going to keep them on steam just because that's more pollution efficient. And only having one air filter multi, it's barely dealing with the pollution I'm already making. I don't want to add like too much more on top of all of these that are going to go through. Like, it's really going to be a bad time then. Get a whole heck of a lot of bronze rotors. Rotor is that one. Boom. And we'll swap this. We'll just hook a pipe up right there and just let it run off its own benzene. These will just run off of steam for now. Once I can deal with the pollution, I'll swap the LV over to benzene. For now, it uses so little steam that I can just run this huge line of LV machines up there with just one set of pipe, so. Mainly this I want to get going. Okay, this doesn't quite run all the time. Alright. Let's see, how fast is this recipe? 8 ticks to consume 100 liters of wood tar. This takes 30 ticks to produce 100 liters. So yeah, we can run a lot more off this. Okay. It's just going to consume a lot more charcoal than I'm making right now. So I will need more advanced coke ovens down there. Several more, in fact. For now, this is better than nothing. Just get our 32 benzene cells real quick. There we go. Plop a gas turbine on here instead. Flip that over there. I very much doubt this consumes this much. So, just because of the amount of EU it produces, there's no way it consumes like this ridiculous of an amount. So, let's go get an LV pump for this. There's no point in MV, I don't think. If I have to use MV, I will. We'll try it with an LV pump and see what happens. I imagine this is going to be plenty for the moment. Import and run. Oh yeah, that's extreme levels of overkill for a 64. Perfect. Hey, how much does this consume? Not a lot, apparently. This is just filling its buffer, which is why it looks like it's bad. Let's just help it out here. Alright. One, two, three, four. Okay, yeah, it's producing an excess. Quite a lot, apparently. Very nice. Alright. So yeah, I need to expand out this way and pop a couple more of these in there, I think, to get it to fully run like all the time, because you see it's still this is gonna stop running soon. And obviously the less of these running the better, so let's see. So I'll probably get another fluid extractor and just put it on there. Just one more for now. That is definitely going to start burning the heck out of the stuff here. That's my only concern with it. What am I missing? Freaking 10 cables. It's always the frickin' 10 cables, I tell you. Do I even have any stinking 10 cable? Yeah, I do. Make a stack. And how serious we're gonna go with this setup, yeah. And then one more. So... And eventually, once we fully move off, I can always break these steam turbines back down, so... That or just use them for portable setups for, like, oil pumps and junk like that. That's also an option. Just recycle them and use them that way. There's a few things I could do. I do need an LV conveyor here. I'll have to make some more of that. Let me go deal with that problem real quick. We are going to run into throughput issues, so I'll probably have to swap this for actual conduits here soon. Where's my LV conveyors? It's like as good as GregTech pipes can be. The Ender.io conduits are superior in basically every way. Like, it's almost not even a contest. Export, always on block input. Export, always on block. Good. Whoops. Did I put away the pipes? Yes, I did. Okay. Yeah, it's, yeah, you'll see it's, far, far too slow. Like, it's not even close to being fast enough. And we very much need, the good conduits in there. So that just keeps pushing into there. Yeah. Jeez. Yep. Alright, let's see if I can get some item conduits. That'll fix this problem up real quick. Just get all the junk out of my inventory first so I can actually do things. Okay. We use these brass pipes, I do believe, for item conduits anyway. Whoa. Let's see, right here. What do we got? Electrum item pipe, pulsating iron, and molten polyethylene. That's relatively easy. These are slow as dirt to make. A stack of electrum item pipes. Actually worse than I thought. I do not have many of those. Alright, we're gonna have to make a ton of these. That's extruder. Stack of electrum ingots with a small pipe mold. I should have some electrum over here. Let's make 4 stacks. That way I have a decent amount. Let's see, I should have another extruder, but this one's probably already done, so... A small pipe. And pulsating iron plates. Could just go right in here. And molten polyethylene, we can just go grab a whole bunch of that stuff over here. Yep. Boom. Push this through the assembling machine. This is probably not going to go well, but hey. Oh yeah, that's pulling way too much EU. This is going to power fail any second now. If this doesn't finish soon, it's going to power fail real quick. It seems to be holding out for now, at least. No, we might get away with it. Just maybe. Let's see, what are we looking at here? Yeah, problems. Problems is what we're looking at. Oh yeah, it's dropping real fast. Uh-huh. You should survive it. Nice, it survived. Alright, give me those delicious item conduits. Oh yeah. Now we're in business. Now the real automation can start. Yeah, I know I haven't made these yet. I don't care right now. And it's not like I'm not going to be making truckloads. More like container ship loads of this stuff. So, especially the item conduits. They actually work in this version, unlike Moni Factory, where they just don't work worth a crap. Then I accidentally disconnected this. I not being able to see what I'm doing. Oh. Alright. So, bam, bam, and bam. This is probably going to be a pain in the butt to do it here. Let's see. You're telling me I need the Yeta wrench to do this? Either I need the Yeta wrench on it, or I need to click on the actual, like, piece, which is going to be very, very annoying to do. I probably need to click on the actual piece here. Professional. There we go. Alright, let's insert on... Yes. That works. Insert on brown, do not extract. Perfect. Extract on brown, round robin that crap, and we should be good to go. Always act. Boom! So much better. You have no idea how much easier these things are gonna make my life. Like, it's a night and day difference. So this cluster, yeah, goodbye GregTech pipes for the most part. All the 10 pipes are going away. Like, they can keep the fluid pipes; those are doing fine. But yeah, no more of that. So I can't get into fluid conduits yet, can I? I somehow doubt that. Vibrant alloy and PTFE. Nope. That's HV. Can we get it pressurized at least? Oh yeah, we can get pressurized. So it's 400 liters a tick, so you're looking at 8K per second there. Not bad, honestly, for IO. Only 2K extract, but yeah. So most of the time you're looking at 2K, which is, well, plenty to handle a system like this, obviously. So. Alright, this is pushing out a lot more often now. That's good to see. What are we missing here? I probably didn't hook up the power. Yep, I didn't hook up the power. Whoops. Most common problem ever, right? And now it's going to run into the problem that it can't extract fast enough. Yeah, we're overproducing, I think. Right here, now this can't get time to even extract. Yeah. Well, only one way to handle that, just add more connections. And you just go with the spam philosophy. Oh, that's why it's not working. Yeah, that would also help. We don't want to auto-output items. Alright. Alright, now we can probably get away with not doing that, I would imagine. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, because that should be able to handle 4 of these. A little over 4, actually. More like probably about 5. Perfect. Yeah, this barely consumes, like, anything on its own. Yeah, it's barely flickering. It's using, what, like, probably 4 millibuckets a second, if that. So, yeah, basically peanuts. So you can run an entire line of friggin' MV machines off, like, regular bronze pipe now. So much nicer than this having to run literally everywhere. It's still gonna be a mess of this stuff to run all the multis over here, but yeah, you get the point. Oh, I bet the charcoal supply is not having a good day, though. I imagine it's going down rapidly. It was at 23. Yeah, it's at 22k now. Oh boy. Well, we need more ACOs, clearly. I need to get that heat vent to cool my coolant down. I still haven't done that, so... Let's see. Heat vent. What is it? Just this one, I think? Let me see. It says it in the quest in here somewhere, right? I just gotta find it. Where is it? HCl, coolant, venting heat, heat vent, IC2, reactor vent. Okay, it is that one. LV motor, iron bars. Yeah, stupid easy recipe. What do you mean I don't have any LV motors? Damn, I used them all that quick? Holy crap. Where's my hot IC2 coolant at? I just need to put this somewhere, basically. Then I gotta find my fluid tanks, too. I just need a fluid tank, like GregTech style tank, I'm pretty sure. Where's the hot coolant? I know I have hot coolant. Where is it? There's the coolant. There's the hot coolant right there. Yeah, we need to be able to cool that down. I may just have to make another fluid tank. And, oh yeah, this is another thing I did. I went and got a bunch of the villagers and traded with them a little bit. Not a lot, but just a bit. We now got a little over a stack of emeralds. Hopefully that'll be enough to do a handful of things for now. So... I may just have to make one here, unless I could do this, just... This might work. I have no idea. Well. Oh, well, we'll see if that, let's see, just place it on any GregTech box. Contain IC2 coolant, place water in front. Okay. So we just need a bucket of water, a cell with water in it. Should have one right here. Oh yeah, that's really fast. Okay. I was expecting it to be really slow, but it's not. This ticks like every 5 seconds according to that, so that's not bad. Not the worst thing out there. And what we're gonna do is put this just on the machine, most likely. Where's my crowbar? So if we come here and just slap it on the chemical bath, probably should move the chemical bath. Or we can just forgo the auto output right here and do it that way. Probably best to just move the thing though. Okay, so chemical bath here. Alright, let's see, how can we set this up? I don't want to blow any machines up with water or do anything monumentally stupid, if you know what I mean. Let's see here. The output can go out this way, that's fine. Right there, the input can go in the top as normal. Like that. We'll just run it off of steam for now, since I already have a steam pipe up here. I'll have to go through, bust down all these pot pipes, and just convert all this MV to gas turbines, and just convert this down to, like, small pot and pipe, or even tiny. I'd have to look at the numbers to see what I can get away with, but I have a feeling I can get away with tiny, if not small. Like, oh my gosh, yeah, that's really glitchy when you do that. Okay. That way, we item auto output. We will slap the heat vent down on the bottom. And go boom, boom, and boom. And I'll just get a slab there so I can kind of place through it. Alright, that should handle cooling, and then we just put the goods right in the top. And we're good to go. And make sure item auto output is on. Heat vent is active. Perfect. And so that should take care of that problem. Still have to babysit sales, but that's not a huge problem at all. So there's more than enough coolant for it to keep running for a little while. Like, I could always, like, item, kind of input the cells back in, kind of pull the fluid out, throw it into an HV tank, and, you know, loop it and all with some conduits, but I don't feel like doing that. Alright, so we need advanced coke oven, like, badly. Alright, infernals and coke brick. Yep, that's pretty standard. O2 in a blast furnace. It's gonna take a while, so this is why I boxed up a whole bunch of charcoal blocks down there, and why I upgraded that drawer, so that way the steam can run for quite some time. Alright, hot netherrack brick. So nether brick in the EBF with oxygen makes hot netherrack brick. That icy 2 cools to infernal over here. Alright. I think I still have plenty of nether brick, right? Somewhere? Where are you? That nether logs. Ah. We need to run these through the extractor real quick. Get our bricks back out. Alright, this should not take that long, hopefully. Alright, 15 seconds per 4, yeah. It'll outpace the EBF by a lot. And the EBF is stalled due to lack of oxygen. Who would have guessed? Nothing out of the ordinary there. Alright, so yeah, we EBF this on 1 with oxygen, and we should be alright. And you got all this junk to process on top of it, too. EBF that on 1, put the O2 in, and we should be good. Our oil is getting low. Alright, let's take a bunch of this ethylene and move it over to the PVC production again. And then we'll take the polyethylene and put it over here real quick. Yeah, luckily this ain't like too bad of a process to move all this junk over real quick. Doesn't take that long. We're building up a decent amount of sheets. That's really nice. What, 3 stacks of PVC and 9.5 of polyethylene so far. I have a feeling the oil's gonna run out pretty quick though. Especially without using a distillation tower. It's not exactly the most efficient process here. Yeah, this is running a lot more often now, so that's good. Can probably handle like 4 of these machines, I bet. And we're generating a lot of benzene. Good. It's what I want to see. Just got to get the charcoal production up to the task now. Alright, there we go. I have a feeling I'm going to be having pollution problems here very soon. Because these are 36 pollution a pop while they're on. Yeah, we're still at 21k. There is no way in heck these two are going to keep up. This is still going. I should probably go check on the farms just to make sure that that's not emptying out. While that system is still running at full capacity. So if I have more than enough wood production, I can hold off on changing these crops over for a minute. Otherwise, I'm going to have to change them out, like, ASAP. Yeah, because this system is no longer necessary right here. It's still going. Alright. Yeah, this thing is still just loaded to the brim. It's not even having to try. So that's really nice to see that it's just working. Can we do MV energy hatches for the blast furnace now? Maybe I can upgrade the EBF. What do we need to do for that? I think they need ULPICs though. They do actually. Oh, crud buckets. Okay. I mean, fine aluminum wire, magnetic steel rods. I mean, we can make the coils and stuff and get that all ready. I have lubricant. That's not even a big deal there. I may set up just the bare minimum. Just plug it in, like, just run another line right here. Just power it off the benzene, just run another line right here. Just set up a simple silicon automation to get some wafers going. And speeding up the EBF is going to help immensely right now. So that's kind of the bottleneck. So we'll need another gas turbine. That shouldn't be that big of a problem, I don't think. Let's see, we're gonna need both of those. It's the freaking copper cable this time. Yeah. Okay, that's a problem. Well, crap. Yeah, and I have, like, nothing for rubber there. Yay! Lovely. Okay. Where is the fluid extractor? Probably could have done it in this one, but screw it. If it works, right? Let's see, we don't need any of that right now. Just this. Grab some cells real quick. Around the back here somewhere. They're around the front then. Where are they? There's a few in there. Should be mostly in here. Yep. How's this doing? Full of ethylene again. Let's move some more to PVC production for now. And then move the poly over here. I just gotta kind of babysit that as I go. Keep that going as long as I can. And yeah, I'm using the wrong kind of cell for this job, but it works. Let's see, these are general recipes, so 624 for the circuit. All right. 3 MV gas turbines should be plenty to get it going. I would like to upgrade to 3 hatches for when the inevitable maintenance problem happens and the duct tape runs out. That way I do not have to worry about it whatsoever. Alright, so we need 3 hulls, 3 MV pumps. Where can I set this junk? Let's put it in here. 3 hulls, 3 MV pumps. Alright, I need 6 lubricant cells of the GregTech variety. 3 copper cables. I think all my lube is already in GregTech cells. Yep. Okay. Alright, let's see. We need 6 medium voltage coils. That's, already at 64. Stack and a half of fine aluminum wire. 3 copper cables. The fine aluminum wire, I don't think I've made any of. Nope. Not a big deal. Where's my aluminum at? Let's see. These give what? 4 per rod and 8 per ingot on 3. Yep. All right. So that's a stack. Stack and a half. Well, we'll just use the. Yeah, I did not make a MV wire mill yet. I need to do that. That's a lot faster than this piece of junk. This piece of junk is way too slow when you need a lot of something. Alright. 3 copper cables. Let's get our cells going right there. Rubber. I need to sort my rubber production out. Like it's really bad. Really bad is a massive understatement of how bad it actually is, because it's worse than that. And then the rubber production is basically nothing. Alright, so what do we need to get into wafer production here? Oh, this looks like fun. Let's see, silicon tetrachloride. There's 2 options for this. 2-step process, chlorine in a chemical reactor. I believe they're both closed loops. And you combine with sodium. And then you have to electrolyze the salt and send it back to the chemical reactors. Okay, second route, 2 single block chemical reactors. All right. This is an LV recipe, 15 seconds. Right. And then we want this one. It's this one. This is also LV, 15 seconds. Okay. Yeah, it's not the worst. And you get hydrochloric acid right back, so I think we'll go this way, honestly. So let's just get 2 chemical reactors here. We'll probably do them at MV, since we can afford that now. And there's a reason why I made gas turbines right there, so... Alright, 2 MV chemical reactors. We're gonna need some HV fluid tanks. As I have low voltage fluid tanks on there, get that garbage out of here. Same with that crud. Let's see. High voltage fluid tank. Sure. Yeah, I could make super tanks, but I mean, do I really need to store thousands of buckets of this stuff? Nope. And HV fluid tanks are, well, basically free at this point. What, aluminum, dark steel, steel? I have more vacuum tubes than I know what to do with, so it just works. Alright. Oh yeah, that thing's not even trying at this point. Yeah, that's really nice to see that it's just working, like, really fast. So... Alright, not gonna finalize that or prevent sloshing yet, because I don't know if this is going to work or not, so... Alright, so first chemical reactor goes in. Need trichlorosilane. Raw silicon dust and empty cells need to go in. That should not be a problem. Get a double drawer here. Just like so. Need to grab raw silicon dust and empty cells here. Alright, we need 16 more stacks to fill that. Alright, then we just need some empty cells to circulate around here. Oh, they're over here. For some reason my brain always thinks they're over on the other side, and they're over here. Okay, lock that in place. Yeah, we'll just slap down item conduits because we can. So. Alright, both of these just go straight into the input. Yep. All silicon and empty cell. But we're gonna have a problem with the filter. Hopefully the filters aren't stupid. Let's see. Limited item filter, advanced item, basic item. The filters are stupid. Great. Alright. Zinc foil and a stack of fine steel wire. These things are just ludicrous at this point. Okay. Well, gotta bite the bullet here, really. Advanced needs a Z logic controller, which needs a slice and splice. So that's gonna get into RF power and all that good stuff. So yeah, this is a monstrous rabbit hole if I do that. Alright, can we go robot arm? Let's crap. Then how about MV robot arms? Is that fast enough? Like, maybe that's fast enough? I don't know. We shall find out. All that. Leave a whole bunch of cells in here just to get the thing going. And robo arm right there. Internal slot number, adjacent slot number. I mean, it might work. Let's see. Alright, that's not gonna work well. Shoot. I always forget robot arms are different in this version. $15 seconds for that. Yeah, we need faster processing. This is one stack every 5, so maybe we'll leave the robot arm in there and just see if it works. What's the worst that could happen, right? Alright, we need to just feed it some hydrochloric. Should have loads of hydrochloric right here. This does not need anything really fancy. HV tank is way too much here. So alright, so we're gonna go here with an HV tank that's going to conveyor upwards like so, right? Okay, so this gives trichlorosilane and hydrogen cells. So yeah, we need to get hydrochloric in there. Alright, so if we stick a pump there, but import. God dang it. Stop being stupid, GregTech. Okay. Alright, so we get our trichlorosilane out. We fluid auto output to the left. Oops. Oh, that way, that way. Alright, so we fluid auto output to the left. The hydrogen cells, I gotta figure that one out real quick too. These are going to export, right? Or no, this is going to import. Wait a minute. This is the tank for hydrochloric. This needs to be a pump, not a conveyor. What am I thinking? Alright, you're going to import from the tank below. So this will be the tank for the hydrochloric right here. That way we have loads of hydrochloric acid. Alright, so the trichlorosilane is going to go straight to the other chemical reactor. Right here. So now we're looking at that, essentially. And this is chemical reactor with the hydrogen cells that come out of there. Alright. So we can also just slap a conveyor on there. Like that. Export that. Alright, hydrogen cell, trichlorosilane. Yep. This is on circuit 1. Okay. There we go. And if we let that run. Alright, let's see. What do we get here? Alright, so we get our solar grade dust and the empty cells. Alright, so we're gonna do a special output here. Because we need to get the empty cells here. And then we'll get our solar grade dust there. And then we just have to pipe the fluid back around. It's not like that. It needs to be farther back, like back here. Otherwise it's going to cause problems, so... Alright, and for this, we are just going to use translocators for now, because these give free filtering without having to deal with the stupid GregTech filter. So... they just work. And then the hydrochloric goes in here and gets shot back up into here. So, yeah, that should work. So we filter here. This polydust goes there. Yep, those will go there. Now we just got to get the hydrochloric back down there. That should not be a problem. I have fluid translocators, don't I? Yeah. It should be good enough if I can get down there. Okay. And yep, hydrochloric gets sucked back upwards. Alright, perfect. And then we want to filter this to only give empty cells to that. And only give poly-Si to this. Alright. This should just work at this point. This is like that. Alright. It appears to be like pretty much just enough, I think. So far, anyway. Alright, we need a little bit more hydrochloric in this system for it to work well, I think. Like, not a lot more, just a bit. Let's give it 6 more buckets of hydrochloric. That way there should always be hydrochloric flowing through the system. Here. And then, yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're running into the problem now of it's too slow at moving those over. Let's go get an MV conveyor. Or just use the robot arm. That's also an option. Let's see. Or we can try this also. Let's see if that works. Alright, there we go. That works. That's better. Right, it's always got trichlorosilane in it now. Perfect. This is basically always got like some level of hydrochloric in there. Yeah. Because the hydrochloric is determining how many hydrogen cells there are. So... I think I found the sweet spot right here. It seems to just be running now. Alright, how much poly-Si do I want? It's probably going to make me do the S here. Need 4 trichloro cells. Alright, gotta wait on it to produce more here. I wish they could come up with a better way to do these. Where you didn't have to do this. It's a bit of a pain in the butt sometimes. Right, there you go. And now you can work again. And then it wants 4 poly-Si. I have 28. There you go. Solar grade poly-Si dust. Let's just drop it on the ground. Done. Okay. Monocrystalline bulls. Gallium arsenide crystals. This is gonna be the problem, is gallium. So I do not have a lot of gallium. Gallium arsenide in the forge hammer. Alright. Yeah, I would say that's running good so far. Probably do not need 200 extra cells in there. Two and four. Since we're running basically like that, that should be more than enough, hopefully. So I want to see what the bare minimum is here. Okay, 4, 6, 10. Yeah, we're running 10 cells in the system right now. Alright. Six. Okay, they're making it back in time. That should work. We can get rid of all these empty cells now. Eventually I'll get it dialed to where I can just go through and just know exactly how many I need to put into a system. I just gotta kind of work out the math behind it. We gotta keep the EBF stocked with oxygen as well here. It is running out. And with these, yeah, they're hot bricks, but they don't actually damage you because they're a Dreamcraft item and not a GregTech item. Kind of a silly little thing with them. So there we go. And the hot coolant should just cool back down to regular coolant over time, I would assume. If not, I'll push it out to a fluid tank right here. It's looking like I may have to just push it to a fluid tank. Okay. We can do that. And then we will yoink this off of that. I need to go grab one cell here. Just so I can grab that water. I forgot I need one cell to grab that real quick. So we can move it over a block. And it's like, either way with the hot ingots, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't take damage just because I have full fire resistance. I realize why now. I forgot that I got struck by lightning with the pig backpack. I forgot about that. But yeah, that's why. So. Because I was like wondering, like, wait, why do I have this? And it's like, oh, it hit me the other day. that I got struck by the lightning. So there we go. And then this just needs to get back to the machine somehow. Which is easier said than done here. Or I can just come by and maintain this every now and then. That's also an option. That's probably the easiest way to do it. I'll worry about fixing it up later. For now, it works. The coke brick, where are you? Coke brick, here we go. Let's get a whole bunch more of this on the extractors. Just so it can be doing its thing here. Alright, now you have to go back through the EBF again, I do believe. Alright, it's almost done with this. What are you making? Hot netherrack, okay. No, we'll just chuck this junk in here for now. It's down here. So I'd like it to finish the stuff there first, and then that way if I neglect it, it will just do that first and save this for last. I'll kind of babysit it while I'm watching that other stream tonight after I get done here. So it'll all just be working by then. Yeah, we got that. The benzene tank is full. That's really nice to see. Now this is filling up. Yeah, I'm basically trading like ease of piping things around for insane amounts of pollution, pretty much. And we get a whole stack and a half of poly-Si now. That's really good. Where's our gallium arsenide? Right here. Hello. Yeah, it's GT&H. The fun pack. Let's see. Just got a small benzene and solar grade silicon dust setup going right now. Just finished getting this set up. I'm working on more advanced coke ovens to keep this running because I'm not producing enough charcoal. Yeah, that's 3K hours if you know what you're doing and like fully rush things. I'm kind of taking my sweet time with it. So it's going to take me a lot more than 3,000 to do it. No, not even close. I'm barely in tier 2 in MV. This is what I have done in tier 2. It's like this is almost all done. There's a few random things I need to make still. This, I just didn't make a lot of the machines that were optional here. And yeah, this is where I'm at. This is where I need to be. Way, way down here. Lots of people have actually finished it nowadays. A lot of people have. It just takes a very long time to do. Especially if you're, like, your first time going through it and you're not, like, super experienced. At GT&H already, then yeah. Like, I'd imagine the people who've already done the Stargate before, they can probably rip through this in a few thousand hours easily. Over and over again, but And you're like me, and like I've played like some of Nomi Factory, Moni Factory, Omni Factory, all those a little bit. Like I've gotten to like EV tier in Nomi Factory CEU, so oh yeah, lots of people have. So I kind of know the basics of like how the machines and all that work, but like, you know, in Nomi Factory and stuff, like the easier GT packs, you don't really use like benzene and all this for power, and GT&H just complicates it even more than it already is. So, like in modern like Nomi packs, we use these. These all exist to some extent. So, but like we're not making like benzene power or anything like that. So, yeah, it's still being updated even now. Just crazy to a lot of people, but that's how dedicated they are to making this work. 32 solar grade, 1 small crystal gets a bull in, yeah, in 7.5 minutes. Right? Yeah. It's 6 minutes, 360, 420, yeah. In 6.5 minutes, basically. 7.5. So, yeah. The appeal of it is nothing is easy to get. You always have something to do. That's kind of the real appeal of this pack. Despite how difficult it is and how frustrating it is to actually get things, it works just because of the fact that you always have something to do. Like, you never run out of things to do in this pack. Alright, that's finishing the hot netherrack bricks. Good. I haven't, no. I tried Divine RPG in 1.20, 1.21, and it's a lot harder than Advent of Ascension, I'll say that. I used to play Advent of Ascension a lot in 1.7 and 1.16 and 1.12. Yeah. Yeah, that one's good if you want like super like insane like targeted packs like this, I've heard. So, I've heard that one's really good in that case. I do prefer Advent of Ascension over Divine RPG, though. I'll say that much. They're both hard and both good mods, but I prefer Advent of Ascension over Divine. Divine RPG is part of Divine Journey. That's where it got its name from, actually. Yeah, Divine RPG is one of the mods in it. If you haven't played much of the mods, like, if you have just general experience with modded Minecraft, I'd say, yeah, you could do it. It's going to be a steep learning curve, though, learning how GregTech works. If you haven't messed with GregTech before, I would recommend doing, like, Nomi Factory, CEU, and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, Nomi Factory CEU is good if you haven't had any GregTech experience. So that will teach you the basics of just how GregTech works. And it's still a decently hard pack if you're not used to GregTech. Like, there's a lot of stuff you'll learn. Because you won't be using, like, say, benzene power like this. You'll be using RF power. Typically, by this point in the pack, you'd be switching to numismatic dynamos from thermal expansion. So, and there are people who just go straight into this pack, though. It is doable. You're just not going to make progress very fast until you learn GregTech. Because it is different than other tech mods, because you got the whole, like, voltage amperage system and all that other good stuff. Yeah. You want to see something new with this pack, though? Yeah. That's just one part. So... yeah, you want new stuff? Yeah, we got cherry blossoms, we got the flowers, we got the new trees, we got netherite, we got the new copper stuff, deep slate, amethyst, shulker boxes are even in here. Yeah, we got all that. Like, they got you covered with that. Heck, there's even elytra. So... It doesn't have everything that modern Minecraft has. Like, it still has the old swimming physics and stuff, but you get the majority of the new stuff that matters in it already. And yeah, that was a 2.8 edition, I'm pretty sure, when they added all the modern Minecraft stuff to this pack. And you don't have exactly everything in here, but all the good stuff that matters is already here. So, like, you'll still have the old villagers and that stuff, the old few other things, but most of it's there. And yeah, the world accelerator. I could probably afford a world accelerator at this point with the benzene power. This uses like nothing to run this. Yeah. This thing's using what, like 2 millibuckets every time it uses it? Like, it's peanuts. Right, this is still going. Yep. I need to babysit this system again. I'm just waiting on this to finish these stinking bricks, so I can put the rest of this crap in. I would like to get some bulls going here. And this needs to go on circuit 2, so I need to not put that in there right now. That would be a massive mistake if I did. Hurry up. In fact, I'm going to turn off input to it right now and rip all of this out. That way it doesn't try and do anything stupid when I don't want it to. Okay, that should work. But yeah, at least the goal for today was to get a small setup of this running, but I need more advanced coke ovens, so... So that's kind of what I'm working on here, is the goods for more advanced coke. As I am not making enough charcoal to run this thing for very long. It gets quickly depleting. Very quickly, in fact. The hydrochloric can go back in there. I don't need as much as I brought. Like, not even close to that much. Alright, are you done yet? Hurry up, thing. Yeah, I got the vent going now. I just put that up there earlier. I just have to manually pull the coolant out every now and then, but that's no big deal. I haven't looped it back around yet. Alright, 2 infernal. Nope, not infernal. Silicon solar. There we go. Yeah, we can go ahead and sort stacks again. Alright, we're making bulls. Here we go. I mean, hopefully I can get another advanced coke up and running. This one's gonna be dedicated, like, pretty much purely to benzene, because the other one, it takes like 1 point something to run the boilers down there. Yeah, see, it just sets in here for now. And then I just sell it out of here and pop it back over here. I didn't bother looping it just because the system is slow enough that it really doesn't matter that much. So... yeah, and then it'll periodically screw up, and then I just have to re-put it back in here. It's like, you know, not perfect, but it works. Whatever works, right? Yeah. Alright, that's done. Alright, that works. And yeah, we'll process all these infernal bricks here once I get a bull or two. So I'd like to get this thing upgraded to HV and get it running on benzene. Alright, how are we looking here? 2 minutes in, okay. Alright, silicon wafers, we need an advanced cutting machine. Let's see, this is not a crafting task. Nope. And they just want one. So... yeah, I should have the majority of this stuff. Diamond saw blade, cobalt brass gear, and small diamond dust. Let's see, cobalt brass gears. Do I still have one? No, I don't. Do I even have any cobalt brass? No, of course not. Here we go. I may as well just smelt all this. I always forget the furnace is literally right here. Yeah, I've heard that pack is crazy too, the Project Ozone stuff. I've heard those are pretty crazy. Ooh, lag spike. Gear mold right here. Boom. Okay, and what else do we need? We need a precision laser engraver. ULPICs. This is laser engraver. This can't be done at LV, but I'm gonna do it at NV because I have the power now. So, and a lime or emerald lens. We can do that now. Just lathe and exquisite emerald. Okay. Let's go get that process going, because that's slow as heck. So. There we go. That's going. now. And the wafers need no special thing, okay. Oxygen, ILCs, and RAM. Alright, ILCs need a spinel, red garnet, or ruby, or a whole bunch of other ones. And this needs a green sapphire lens, okay. Or we can lay the green sapphire plate at MV. I would have to make an MV lathe because I do not have one. Let's see what I have in the way of green sapphire here. You have a standard one. I don't have the way to get an implosion compressor yet, so we can't really do that. Put an exquisite ruby in there for that. So it looks like I'm gonna have to make the stupid other one here. Let's see, can we make plates? How bad is the implosion compressor? HV circuits, okay. I need to do what I'm doing in order to be able to do that. Great. Lovely. Oh boy. Yep. Here we go. If only you could smash dust into plates, right? Green sapphire, vanadium oxide dravite lens. What the hell is that? I have no idea what this stuff is. Ross 128B, okay. I assume this is also Bart. Yeah, that's Bart works. Well, crud buckets. Twilight Forest mining we go. Yep. Oh boy. Oh, I'm gonna need to start deciding where do I want to put that world tree at for the portal room. I want it to be a little ways away from this because this is gonna be a pollution nightmare very soon. I may put it like way like down over here or something. I don't know. I gotta figure that out because this is all just gonna be polluted to no end right here. Especially once I start switching everything to benzene, it's gonna be a mess. I'm gonna need so many air filter multis, it's not even funny. Let's see, what are we looking at in the bad chunk right now? Yeah, we're still hovering just below the threshold to start causing nasty effects. Well then. We have a bull. Okay. So, can we get our advanced chopper? The gear should be done up here now. It is. Alright, that's all done. These are both done. And let me make our diamond saw, get our cutting machine going. Just gonna go right up here on the line because it can. If I have a steam turbine. Need the rest of this junk, which I do not have. Perfect. Let's see. Let's go ahead and put the wool in there. We'll store the lenses in here with the molds right now. Eventually they'll get their own storage. Let's clear out the disgusting mess in my inventory again. Brass goes there. Not the Jabba barrels. I need to just burn those at this point. Because I made those before I had the stuff to make the upgrades for the drawers. I just made a giant batch of these for mass storage. Now it's like at this point, it's just like, can we burn these into something, you know? But not really. Yeah, I wish you could burn those into something. Okay, that's gonna start running now. Really? I mentioned how much I hate these barrels and that you can't move them with a wrench. That's the downside to them. Like, they work fine, you just can't move them, which is really, really annoying. Alright, ULPIC wafers, laser engraver with the emerald lens. Because I want to beeline the MV energy hatches so I can upgrade the EBF real quick. I'll probably end once I get the EBF upgraded. So, let's see. Yeah. It's the other stream I'm going to watch. It's going to start here in a couple hours or so. That'll give me time to clean up the odds and ends here. And get ready to watch that. Alright, what was I doing? Laser engraver. MV laser engraver needs 2 pistons and an emitter. Yuck. What are we missing? Aluminum plates, of all things. No issue there. Boom. Alright, MV emitter should be doable. In theory, electrum rods, pearl. Yeah, that's all I'm missing is electrum rods and pearl. I don't think I made any electrum rods. Nope. Go ahead and make a batch of those so I have them. Those are going to be in the extruder for a while. I can tell you that for sure. Yeah, they're pretty slow. I gotta be careful to not look at that thing, because it will pop out of there if I look at it wrong. Alright, so let's see, where's the coils here? These we need to get done. We need 6 of these, so 6 magnetic steel rods. That should not be much of a problem. May already have a couple. Yes. I gotta get the wire out of the wire mill over here. Drop this in the assembler real quick. Circuit 1. Go. Oh, the dogs are going crazy out there again. Alright, there's our emitter. Give me that laser engraver. Let's see. I should have a gas turbine. We'll just run it up gas. Fine. Not the most ideal positioning for it, but hey, it works. Whatever works, right? Because yeah, I need to make a bunch more gas turbines to get all these switched over, so probably just keep the ruby lens with me for now too. Then I'll move this up to the machine line once I get those switched over. There we go, because that's going to take a while. Perfect. Ooh, that hurt. What are we missing? Just the ULPICs. Perfect. And I need to get some decent MV wire. Let's see if I can make the lossless MV wire yet. Probably not. Probably not until I get Canthal, I'd imagine. Which the Canthal will be coming relatively soon now. Apparently you get a little poly-SI back. Alright, just keep crapping out bulls here. That works. Let's throw that down there for now. We need to get some O2 in the EBF. It's probably almost out. No, not that bad, actually. Drop those in there. Let's get some more ethylene into the PVC setup. There we go. And get the polyethylene filled over here real quick while that all processes. I'll probably have to make some fluid conduits off camera and get that all, like, rewired to not be stupid. Since I can pull that off now. Alright, yeah, that's a lot. Nice. What I like to see right there. Alright. That's all working. We gotta cut these wafers. Duh. 24 is enough. I'm gonna make 26. Let's go to ruby lens for the rest of these. There we go. Let's go ahead and get the next bull cutting. There's another bull coming relatively soon. I'm gonna add elevators too, and I may just get rid of this upper layer and just start rewiring everything in lines just down here and start marking the areas and just move everything. That way it's a lot easier to find what I need. Because right now it's a bit of a pain sometimes. And you can just make a ton of that stuff. Put the rest of the poly-SI in there. Actually, I'll take it with me and feed the EBF again. Right here. Alright. So... now we need to run these through the cutter again. Yep. Alright, may or may not have made way too stinking many of these. Yeah. Okay, let's see, we're looking for 4X MV cable here. That's 3, that's 2, 1, 1. So 4X electrical steel is pretty decent, so is annealed copper, so we'll probably just use annealed copper because that's, well, dirt cheap. That's a fail. There we go. We need to coat that. Steel rubber. Shit, it's out of rubber. Really? Already? That rubber sure don't last long. It really doesn't last long at all. And by then the cutter should be done with some ULPICs. Yep. Okay. Come over here. We go bam, 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 and grab 3 of these. Alright, then we need gas turbines to power this stuff. So we need 3 MV gas turbines. 2, apparently. What am I missing? MV circuits. Did I make more? If not, we are in trouble. Lovely, we're in trouble. Go figure. Well, it's a problem. Just a very major problem. I mean, I can put 2 on there for now and at least get it upgraded. But, past that? Nope. Alright. I just need to run a whole lot of pipe over to it. Let's see, where's the tiny bronze? Did I put it away? Yes, I did. So all of this can go away. Disable this, let it finish that while I wire the pipes up over here. And then I'll clean it all up off camera. For now, it works. Because there's going to be some major restructuring happening over the next few days. To accommodate all this. Because, yeah, we no longer need, like, 4, 5, whatever it is I used over here. I think 4, yeah. Because I never made the 3rd energy hatch to need to bother with that. Turn off hollow inventory. Makes it so much easier. I'm thinking, everybody was wanting to see the grind. How about we do this tomorrow? Twilight Forest mining expedition grind stream. How's that sound? Alright, get that all cleaned up. On 8 ILC wafers. We'll let all these turn into ILCs for now. That's fine. Alright, EBF, hurry the heck up. Like, even with the Cooper nickel coils, this should make it a lot faster than it currently is. Because this thing is really slow. And it gets rid of one more big fat potent pipe right here. Although a short one. Hurry up. Yeah. Plus, I'm gonna have to get some gallium here. Let's see, what's the good way to get gallium again? Well, that does no good, because that requires gallium to make. Centrifuging purified zinc dust. Yeah. Yep. That's gonna be fun. Let's see. I think I ran some zinc through here. Yes, I did. Let's go check this crud in the grinder over here. EBF is done. Where did I put my wrench at? Oh boy. There it is. That's in my inventory the whole time. Go figure, right? Isn't that how it always works, though? Like, we'll hook up the 3 energy hatches, but we're only going to use the 2 of them for now. I will have to do maintenance again, so I need to go get my wiring out of here. Because I'm about to break the machine, like, entirely, so... Because I have to move the maintenance hatch up there. Let's see, I need to move this. Need to somehow get up there. Like that. I could also put the maintenance hatch up there, but it might be smarter. Actually. It would probably be a lot easier to manage. Yeah, that's much easier to access now. Toolbox, where are you? Need wire cutters. Do this. Alright, pop those. And then we just go bam, bam, bam. Does it allow me to do that? Nope. Okay. Is it mad because I put the maintenance hatch up here? Is that what it's mad about? Yeah, that's what it's angry about. Apparently you can't put the maintenance hatch up there. What the frick? That does not make any sense at all. But, okay. Alright, what if I put another energy hatch up here? Nope. It must only allow 2, so you can't do the whole thing I was trying to do, apparently. Can't say I didn't try. And it's not like we're not going to use those hatches for something else anyway. Because we will. Yeah, that's right. I don't have to use wire anymore. That is right. I don't need wire anymore. Or no, I need wire. What the hell am I doing? I actually can't fully upgrade this yet until I get more freaking circuits. Brain is not braining again today. Just saying. Yeah, there's actually no way to do that without 4. Yeah, I need more MV circuits before I can even try. Because this is just going to supply MV power. Yeah, brain is not functioning. Yeah, I mean, with the brain.exe has stopped working right there. Okay. Now we need that. And then we need to chuck 2 gas turbines on the top and then 2 down the back. Click, click, there. I was about to say, why are these full of steam? What are you doing, GregTech? That does not make sense. Alright, I need 2 more turbines. Let's see, let's get our gallium here. Where did I put it? Yeah, I totally forgot about this. Alright, purified zinc. Now we centrifuge that for another chance at gallium. And we'll just share this among all 4 centrifuges. And it shouldn't take all that long. Hopefully. I should probably sort the other chest before stuff comes out here. Hurry up. You're only making 8 zinc, 8 zinc, 8 zinc, 8 zinc. Wow. No bonus outputs out of 32. That's wild. Watch me not get a single bonus output out of all that purified zinc. You watch. I'm gonna get 0 gallium for that. I'm calling it right now. Hi. Yeah. Trying to get the EBF upgraded to HV and not having much luck here. Need gallium and machines ain't really cooperating all that well. We got 2 there. Usually it tells you in the GUI. Yeah, there it goes. Now it's saying it in the GUI, what it's going to put out. Okay, 5 gallium. Where's my arsenic dust? Right here. Let's see, do I still have stuff in the EBF? I still have 24 small crystals in the EBF. Can we do anything with this? Let's see, we can macerate it down to small piles of gallium arsenide. Okay. I am desperate at this point. Oh. Need diodes badly. Okay, the SMD diodes are... What's the best SMD diode we can make? Platinum. Can I even get platinum from anything I have right now? I somehow doubt it. Platinum metallic powder. Iridium. Nickel ore in a chemical bath with mercury. I don't have any crushed nickel ore, so nope. Meteoric iron, sheldonite, mithril, and platinum metallic ore. Nope. Shoot. I don't even know what those are. Maybe the centrifuge. Here we go. Purified nickel. Instone dust. 36 of it. Has a chance. Do I have any? I have Instone bricks from Britannia. Oh, come on. Tell me these can be macerated. Nope. You suck, Britannia. Why? No. I guarantee you they did that so you could not do what I'm trying to do. I guarantee it. That's why they did that, where you can't chisel it. So you can't just cheese your way straight to full stacks of diode. I do not have tantalum either, so... I think this is the best I'm gonna get right here, is annealed copper, gallium arsenide, and polyethylene. Shoot. It's like, yep, foiled again, right? And turns out I didn't need to do maintenance yet, so I probably will need to do maintenance, but I need to get rid of that too, and that, because I don't need it. I don't know why I made that. I might as well just trash can that. That's pointless. molten PE should be right here. And we're just out of oil over here. I need to bring more over. This is enough to at least get some diodes, so it's not the worst thing ever, thankfully. Alright, molten polyethylene. What is the recipe I'm using on 4, right? Yeah, 4. Fine annealed small gallium arsenide. Okay, we're saved. Yeah, I'm gonna have to work on the gallium supply. Like, very, very badly at this point. Alright, 12 should be enough to get me going, at least. So I'm gonna try to get to SMDs for the rest of it. Okay, I gotta figure out this horrible, hellish nightmare of stuff over here. Let's see, molten PE. Frick. Okay, let's see. Diodes. Where's my MV circuits? They're not even on here. Okay. Okay, LV circuits, diodes, copper, good boards. Where are they? My inventory. Complete freaking disaster right now. It's not going to stop pushing that garbage in, so just gonna have to deal with the garbage. As the inventory is a bit of a disaster right now. And yeah, I'll stop once I get the EBF updated for sure here. I was only planning on going for about 2 to 3 hours anyway. I'm slightly over that now. Come on, thing. Could probably go get these. Where are they? Right here. The ILC wafers cutting. But yeah, tomorrow we'll be doing a lot of mining. More. I may or may not have made way too many of these. Just slightly way too many. I'm pretty sure those aren't used in a whole lot of stuff, actually. At least not much that's relevant right now. Okay, 2 more turbines. Then I gotta fix this horrible nightmare fuel inventory over here. It is very bad. You get in there. Should have put that in the universal cells. Oh well, too late. It's like the spaghetti intensifies, right? It's only gonna get worse from here. Okay, let these fill with fuel, and then we got 4 of these. So this, in theory, should now be an HV blast furnace. And you are no longer going to run silicon solar. At least not for a little while. Already built up way more ashes than I expected it to. Sheesh. This is still going. Alright, yeah, it's running good enough. That is all that matters. Alright, let's get our bricks going. So that was kind of another goal for today, was start getting towards more advanced coke brick. This does not require a circuit at all. Alright, processing HV, there we go. Yep. Perfect. Much better. And a hell of a lot faster. Means this is gonna start running again. Yep. It's still pulling a massive excess, so that's good. Yeah, I think I can handle quite a lot of these now. I imagine that's going to be enough benzene to run several EBFs. Hopefully. We're down to 16k here. That's why I'm going for more advanced coke ovens. This water needs to, like, go away and get replaced with a super tank, obviously. I don't think I'll replace the steam with a super tank just yet, because I would need multiple super tanks to handle the, yeah. Until I get it all replaced with dark steel pipes. This is probably gonna stay until then. Once I get huge dark steel pipes, this is gonna definitely go away. Because this is all that's really gonna be consuming steam anymore. Alright. Yeah, I'll try and get a couple more of these over the next day or two. So we may have to set at least one of these up tomorrow, if not 2. So I'll work towards getting some more advanced coke bricks going, so I can do that like first thing until we have an excess of charcoal again. And then we'll start going mining in Twilight Forest after that. You'll get to see the massive grind happening. And yeah, I'll get my initial batch of stainless through the EBF, because it's going to take a little bit. It's going to take a full minute per ingot, so I did make a small batch of stainless dust over here somewhere. Wherever I put the crap at, I do not remember, but yeah. Here it is. Yeah, I just made like 72 stainless, just a little more than enough to complete the quest. Just so I have some. How much more gallium did I get? Probably not a lot. I don't really have any good way of getting this crap at this point. Oh, jeez. Alright, yeah, that is way faster. I need to just pipe this thing to where I can just run a pipe from there to just directly send oxygen in. I'll have to do that too, so I can just directly pipe the O2 straight into this sucker. I'll probably flip these hatches, make this one the input hatch, since it's a shorter line. Just bam and done. So, but yeah, I think that's gonna be it for me for today, at least. So yeah, I'll keep making more advanced coke bricks and stuff, and all of that good stuff, and then keep babysitting the plastic and the oil and things like that, and then I'll get the stainless ran through here so we have a little bit of it to work with, because there's a couple things I want to get that require this stuff. So, yeah, after that, we'll go mine in the Twilight Forest once we get the coke ovens and all that done tomorrow. And see if we can't start getting into Thaumcraft. Since, yeah, you pointed out this is an or, not an and. I thought I had to do both of these, which is why I kept going for this stupid peck, and they don't spawn, apparently. So, yeah. Yeah, we'll go find all these veins and all that, mine those out, and see what kind of trouble we can get in down this path. Just fair warning on that, though, I hate Thaumcraft, so I have very little experience with it, because I avoid it like the plague. I kind of have to do it here to get reliable, like, enchanting, and, you know, gotta go down it to get all of this stuff in here, which there's a lot of useful things, so, yeah. And, like, there is an alternate tech-based, like, IC2 crop way of getting, like, thaumium and things like that, but it's probably a lot easier to just make the crucible here and go the just dump a ton of stuff in route. So that's what I tend to see people do. They just overload the ever-living crap out of the thing with just, like, tens of thousands of aspects, and just let it spew a whole bunch out at you, and then just clean up the mess afterwards. I guess that's the way everybody seems to do it anyway. It's probably not the intended way, but oh well, right? So yeah, thank everybody for watching. I will see you tomorrow, and we'll try and get as much of that done as we can. So have a great night, and happy Thanksgiving if you celebrate Thanksgiving. Bye, everyone.